Hello dear children, good afternoon everyone. So once again welcome back to the online classes, and today we are going to start the new chapter from your second term syllabus, that is light, shadows and reflections. So in your everyday life you can see many things, right? So many things we observe. So just look at your surroundings now. So you can see the walls of your house, and you can see some other objects like bottles, your school bag, your books and some other objects you can see. And you can see your friends, and you can see your neighbors, or you can see the surroundings. Yes. So this is all what we can see. It is possible to see. Just think, suppose if there is no light at all and you are in a dark room. Yes, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬೆಳಕಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಕತ್ತಲ ರೂಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಅದಿರ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Just imagine. So just think now, can you able to see the objects? Yes. Is it possible to see the objects when you are sitting in a dark room? ನೀವು ಕತ್ತಲ ಕೋಣೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಕೂತ್ರೆ ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ objects? No, it is not possible. Then what we understand by this? So we can see the objects only when there is the light is present. Light idra ashta ಬೆಳಕಿದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Suppose if there is no light, then we cannot observe or we cannot see the things. Then how light helps to see the objects? Light can help ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. So see, whenever we see the objects, it is the reflection of the light. So for example, see, if any one object is there, yes, so if you are seeing this from this position, so only when we see the object is when the sun ray is fall on the object and when it reflects. So sun rays are falling in this direction. This is what the direction of sunlight or the rays of the light. When the light is fall in this direction and again it passes, it reflects, means it hits the surface of this and from this surface again it reflects. Then we can see the objects. Okay, so just this is what the phenomena every day we are observe, or we can see the things only when the light fall on that and when it reflects. So that time we see the things. So in the dark room what happened? There is no light in the dark room. The light is absent. So it will not fall on the, if there is no light, it will not fall on the object and this will not reflect and we are not able to see. So that is the reason what we are not able to see the things when we are in a darker room. Yes. So can you tell me some of the sources of the light? So we can see the things. Now you understood this. We can see the things only in the presence of light. Light idra ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ನಮಗೆ things ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So this is what we have understood. Now tell me the sources of light which made us to see the things. Yes, during the day luminous objects. ಈ luminous object ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರುವಂತಹವು and artificial ಅದಾವು. ಈ bulb, candles, torch, these are all man-made things, but they emit their own light, right? So that they are the luminous objects. Even some insects also there. We can say the fireflies. ಮಿಂಚುಳ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನೋಡಿ. Yes. So they also emit the light of their own. Even the animals too. Yes. The organisms too emit the light of their own. Example, we can say the fireflies. ಮಿಂಚುಳ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನೋಡಿ. Yes, they emit their own light. So likewise, the objects, if they emit the light of their own, then we call them as the luminous objects. And some of the objects are there. For example, say the plastic, wool, wood. Yes, they do not emit their light of their own. Then what we can say for those kind? The non-luminous objects. Non-luminous objects. So how can we define this? The objects which do not emit the light of their own, they are called as non-luminous objects, and the example for that are plastic, wool, wood, or anything else you can write. So now I will give the definition on the board and you just note it down in your notebook. Open your notebook and write the definition for luminous and non-luminous objects. Luminous objects. Okay. So luminous objects, we know they emit their own light. So the objects which emits their own light. The objects which emit their own light are called luminous objects. And example for luminous objects are the sun, candle, bulbs, torch, etc. Yes, these are some of the example for luminous objects, and they emit their own light. They releases or their own light. So they are called as luminous objects. And the second type of objects are non-luminous objects. Non-luminous objects. So here we can easily say, because it is opposite to that of luminous objects. So the objects which do not emit their own light, are called non-luminous objects. Non-luminous objects. Yes. And example, what we can give for non-luminous objects? Examples are wood, plastics, paper. Yes. And some of the other things also you can give, wool, etc. So those objects which do not emit their own light are called non-luminous objects. An example for that are wood, plastic, paper, wool. Even the moon. Yes, we can see the moon, right? So that moon is, even though we can see the light of the moon, it is not its own light. It can the moon. Yes, the moon is also what? Non-luminous objects, because whatever the moonlight we are getting, that is just the reflection of the sunlight. It is not its own light. ನಾವು ಚಂದ್ರನ ಬೆಳಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗ, ಅದು ಚಂದ್ರನ ಬೆಳಕಲ್ಲ. ಏನದು? ಸನ್ನಿಂದ, ಸೂರ್ಯನಿಂದ ಬರುವಂತ ಲೈಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಈ ಮೂನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೈತಿ? ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೈತಿ. So that we can say as the moonlight, but it is not its own light. Okay, so this is what? The non-luminous objects, and this is about the luminous and non-luminous objects. Okay, and the next thing we can discuss is some of the objects which are transparent, opaque and translucent. Some properties of the objects: transparent, translucent and opaque. Note these definitions in your notebook. Okay, transparent, opaque and translucent objects. Transparent, opaque and translucent objects. So already you have learnt about this in your first term. You know the properties of the materials we have discussed. So in that you have discussed the transparency. So in that transparency we have discussed about the transparent, opaque and translucent objects. So see, through the transparent objects we can see the things clearly, and through the opaque objects we cannot see the things at all, and through the translucent objects we can see but not clearly, and this is because the light. So if the light passes through the objects completely, then we can see through that things, and if the light just reflects, if it does not transfer, then such things are called as opaque. Through that we cannot see. And translucent, they transfer only the partial amount of light, but not all the light which falls on them. So such kind of things we can call as the transparent, translucent and opaque. Now we can see in detail about that. So depending on the amount of light which is transferred through the objects, we can classify the things into transparent, translucent and opaque. Now we can discuss about the transparent objects. So already you have discussed about this in the first term. Again we can just recall this. So the transparent, how can we define the transparent objects? The materials that allows the light to pass through them, completely. Yes, the materials that allow the light to through them completely are called transparent objects. So examples what we can give for the transparent objects. We can give the glass. Yes, glass can transfer, or it allows all the light which is fall on it completely. Then we can see the objects through the glass. And also the clear water do not allows the light to pass through them. Are called opaque objects. So here the light will not pass. The objects, they do not allow the light to pass through them. So they will not allow any light which is fall on it to pass through them. So such objects, so that we cannot see through them. So for example, we can say the wall, brick wall. ಈಗ ಇಟ್ಟನಿಂದ ಗೋಡೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನೋಡಕ್ ಬರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ ಅದರಿಂದ? No, we cannot see through the brick wall, and also we cannot see through the cardboard. That is also opaque, and we cannot see through the wood because that is also opaque. So that this brick wall, cardboard, wood, they are all opaque objects because they do not allow the light to pass through them. And the next one is translucent objects. So here the materials that allows the light but not completely. The materials that allows only partial light to pass through them. That allows only partial light to pass through them. To pass through them. And so that since it allows only the partial light, then we can see the things but not clearly. Only we can see the blur objects. So example what we can give for this translucent: butter paper, oily paper, muddy water. Yes, example for this are butter paper, oily paper and muddy water. These are some of the example for translucent objects. So there are three types of materials are there: transparent, opaque and translucent objects. So the transparent means the materials that allows the light to pass through them completely. The complete light they allows to pass through them, and so that we can see through them clearly. So they are called transparent objects. And example for transparent objects are glass, clear water and air. And opaque objects, the materials that do not allow the light to pass through them. So they will not allow any light to pass through them, so that we are not able to see the things through them. So are called as opaque objects. Example: brick wall, cardboard and wood, and some other examples. And translucent, so the materials that allows only partial light to pass through them. It does not allow all the light which fall on them, but it can penetrate or it can allow only partial, only the part of light to pass through them. So they are called as translucent objects. So here them are called translucent objects. Yes. So example what we can give: butter paper, oily paper and muddy water. These are some of the examples for translucent objects. we can see the things through the light, and some lights they emit their own light. Some objects they emit their own light. That we call as the luminous objects, and some they do not have emit their own light, and those we can call as the non-luminous objects. Then how this light and what is this light and how it travels. So about this we can discuss now. So the light is the form of energy which can help us to see the things. So how does the light travels? Light ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Yes, so the light, it is the form of energy, so it can help us to see the things that we already know. And this light, it always moves in a straight path. Light always travels in a straight path. Light ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ? ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಪಾತ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ನೋಡಿ, whenever you are, suppose from the childhood you are drawing the sunlight. So whenever you draw the sun diagram, you show the rays like this. Yes, this shows the sunlight. Yes, it means these are the sun rays. You draw always like this. You do not show like this. It's sun rays, you are not showing like this. You always show the direction of the sun rays in the straight manner, so that the sunlight always travels in the straight path. And whenever we can say the light enters, we just show the straight lines. Yes, so that the light always travels in the straight path. So to demonstrate that, I will explain you the activity. So if possible, you can try it and you can understand whether the light passes in the straight path or not. So to demonstrate this, we need one straight pipe and one bent pipe. Yes, a straight pipe and a bent pipe. So we require these things, and also a candle. Yes, to do this activity we require these things. So now to demonstrate this, just place the candle here. Yes, place the candle here and then light the candle. For the first time, you use the straight pipe. Okay, just place the straight pipe here. Observe or hold it in your hand. So just observe from this place. So now when you place the straight pipe here, you can see the light, right? So you can see the light. Suppose if that only, if you observe using the bent pipe, so that you are not able to see the light in this time. When you use the bent pipe, you are not able to see the light, because the light rays, they are coming in the straight path, and when here the pipe is bent, so it cuts the path. So again it will not pass through this. So it cuts the path here, and so when we are observing from this point, so we are not able to see the light. So by this activity, we can conclude that the light travels only in the straight path. It will not move in the zigzag or curved motion. So light always moves in a straight path or in a straight line. Yes. So by this activity we can see that the light always passes straight path. So this is what the light travels, and this activity we will discuss in the next classes, and we can demonstrate the activity also with all these instruments. So in this class you have learned about here today we have discussed about the luminous objects and non-luminous objects, and the transparent objects, opaque objects, and translucent objects. So about this we have discussed in our today's class. Just recall. So luminous objects means the objects which emit their own light. ಯಾವ objects ಅವ್ರ own light emit ಮಾಡ್ತಾವು ಅವೇನು luminous objects. Example are sun, candle, torch, bulb. So they are some example for the luminous objects. And the non-luminous objects, the objects which do not emit their own light. ಯಾವ objects ಅದು ಸ್ವಂತ light ಅನ್ನು emit ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅವು ಏನು non-luminous objects. So example for non-luminous objects are wood and stone, glass and wool. So that which do not emit their own light. You can give some examples. And transparent objects, so the objects which allow the light to pass through them completely. Complete light ಏನು object ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳ್ತೈತೆ ಅದಷ್ಟು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೇನು transparent objects. Since the light has passed completely, then only we can see the things through this. So for example what we can say for transparent objects, glass, clean water and air. So these are some example for transparent objects. And the next thing is opaque objects. So the opaque objects are those objects through which the objects which do not allow the light to pass through them, they are called as opaque objects. Since they do not allow any kind of light, so that we are not at all able to see through them, so they are called opaque objects. So example for opaque objects are the brick wall and also the stone, pencil, wood, so cardboard. Through that we are not able to see at all, so they are the opaque objects because they do not allow the light to pass through them. And the translucent objects are the objects which allow only partial light to pass through them. So they will not allow all the light what is fallen on them, but they allow only partial light, means they allow only the path of the light to pass through them, so that we can see through them but not clearly. ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, blur images ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. So that these are translucent